What if your entire life was an illusion? If history was altered, science was censored, and your choices pre-programmed? What if reality itself was a lie? What if everything you were taught, your history, your beliefs, even your memories, were carefully placed to keep you blind? Today, we'll tear apart the stories you've accepted as truth, from history books to your own beliefs. Are you ready to unsee reality? Napoleon wasn't short. That was propaganda. He stood around 5 feet 7 inches, taller than the average Frenchman of his era. But why would history distort his image? British cartoonists exaggerated his height to make him seem weak, turning perception into reality. If something as simple as a ruler's height can be rewritten, what else has been altered? Now, consider this. Cleopatra lived closer to your time than the construction of the Great Pyramid of Giza. That means by the time she ruled, the pyramids were already ancient ruins, their original purpose possibly long forgotten. But here's the real twist. Entire cities, like Atlantis, erased from history. Were they myths or something more sinister? The city of Dwarka, submerged off India's coast, was once thought to be legend until divers found its ruins. Göbekli Tepe, a site older than Stonehenge by thousands of years, was deliberately buried, as if someone wanted it forgotten. If these civilizations were lost, how many more remain undiscovered? Is history just a record? Or is it a carefully controlled narrative? And the greatest secrets of the past, were they lost or were they buried? Do you really control your thoughts, or were they given to you? Social media isn't just shaping what you see, it's shaping who you are. Every post, every suggestion, every For You page is a carefully crafted illusion designed to keep you scrolling, agreeing, obeying. You don't just consume content, you're being programmed by it. This isn't an accident, it's by design. Social media hijacks your brain's reward system, feeding you dopamine hits like a slot machine. Ever felt the urge to check your phone for no reason? That's not a habit, that's conditioning. Scientists who once worked in casinos now work for big tech because they know how to keep you addicted. Facebook's own leaked documents revealed that their algorithm fuels division because anger keeps you online longer. They profit from keeping you outraged, and they don't want you to stop. Ever notice how your feed knows what you want before you do? That's because it doesn't just predict your behavior, it controls it. Every color, every notification sound, every video you're shown has been A/B tested on millions, fine-tuned to keep you engaged, keep you docile, keep you consuming. You aren't choosing what to believe, you're being told what to believe. They say, if you're not paying for the product, you are the product. But it's worse than that. Your thoughts, your emotions, your identity, they are the product. And the scariest part? Most people will never even realize it. Work hard, get rich. That's the illusion they trapped you in. The truth, hard work isn't the path to wealth. It's the leash that keeps you obedient. The hardest working people, factory workers, janitors, nurses, keep the world running, yet struggle just to survive. Meanwhile, billionaires sit back, moving numbers on a screen, multiplying their wealth while you fight for scraps. They told you to go to college, get a degree, climb the corporate ladder. But why do most millionaires skip college while millions drown in student debt, chained to a system that never intended to pay them back? Why do schools teach obedience, not financial freedom? Because keeping you misinformed is part of the design. And here's the real kicker. 70% of lottery winners lose everything. Some don't just lose their money, they lose their minds. Depression, isolation, and sometimes they don't make it out at all. Because they were never taught how to keep it. They were never meant to win. The system isn't broken. It was never meant to work for you. The ultra-rich don't grind. They don't hustle. They own. And as long as you play by their rules, you'll never win. You were told you have 5 senses: sight, sound, touch, taste, smell. But that was a lie. Scientists have identified over 20. You can sense when someone is watching you without seeing them. You can wake up seconds before your alarm, as if your body knew time without a clock. Your gut has its own nervous system, making decisions before your brain even processes them. And here's where it gets crazier. Your heart has its own brain, not just a figure of speech, a literal cluster of neurons capable of thinking, remembering, and sending commands to your body without your brain's permission. Your heart sends more signals to your brain than your brain does to your heart. So who's really in control? They told you the mind is weak. They never told you it's the most powerful force on Earth. Because a world full of people who understand their own power is a world that no longer needs to be controlled. If history can lie, if choice is an illusion, if science hides its secrets, what else don't you know? The most dangerous thing you can do is start asking the right questions. What's the one truth you've always questioned? Drop it in the comments. And if you're ready to see beyond the illusion, welcome to Upside Down World.